Hey, hey, hey. How are you? I'm making my way up a long flight of stairs. Try not to kill myself. Can you see where I'm at? Ooh, a little bit of promo for them. Amazing. Day91. Hashtag health, wealth, life. How are you? What's your insight today? I want you to think about that. What is your insight today? Hey, Mayrose, I know you had a good day. It was fun, wasn't it, today? It was fun. Had an amazing 2 days. So, hello, Elizabeth. Long time no see. It's been at least 3 seconds. So, what's your insight? What is your insight today? Please share it. Pop it in the comment box. What did you learn today? What have you picked up today? And what do you want to learn next? What is it that you want to learn next? Have you thought about that? For me, it's, I've been sharing this. We'll be organising a seminar soon. A 1-day transformational, power-packed, positive day. 1-day seminar. That's what I want to learn, how to deliver that and how to have a massive impact on someone's life in a day, in a matter of hours, and one that continues, one that doesn't just happen in the day. Elizabeth, we talked about this and a couple of people who are doing this already and big names in this. And does a change happen in a day? Is it something that doesn't continue on a Monday morning? So I know that we'll bring that A game. We'll bring that into our seminars. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Heidi. Long time no see as well. So that's what I want to learn next. What do you want to learn next? Have you thought about it? What is it? Share. Someone type in the comment box. What is it you want to learn next? Maybe it's something simple like how to fold my t-shirts in under 3 seconds. I've seen that video on YouTube actually. Movement, mindset, nutrition. Amazing. Learned the importance of omega-3 oils and how detrimental it is on our health if we do not have a great source of it. This is true. 100% organic. All right, so I want to share something with you. How do you get to where you want to go? How do you get to where you want to go? And I started this, the sentence of this is, where the hell are you? Because where are you? And I'll explain what I mean. So, have you ever tried to type in to Google Maps, a new destination, and it says can't find your location? Well, when it's spinning and you're going mad because I'm in a rush and I'm lost and I can't find your location, it's saying I don't know where you're starting from, so I can't tell you where to go. I can't give you directions because I don't know where you're at. And that's exactly how we need to look at a lot of things in our life. We want to make a body transformation. Sandra Cooper, how are you? Welcome aboard. Good to see you. We only talked briefly online. Good to see you live. Alicia, on your way. What do you mean on your way? Where are you going? Is that in the wrong chat? So we don't know where we're going. If we don't know where we are, we won't know how to plan where we're going. We don't know how to get there, right? And even if Google, the most powerful search engine on the planet, can't figure that out, I'm pretty sure each one of us can't figure that out. So point being, we need to know our current situation, our current location. And what I'm going to drive home now is we should have this thought about our lifestyles, about what we want in life, our goals, our bodies, our health, and what else? Lisa, you're talking riddles. Have you had an afternoon drink? On my way, that's where I am. On your way to where you're going. So you know where you're going. Is that what you're saying? I'm working this out. It's cryptic. I like it. All right, so if you don't know where you are, even Google doesn't know where you are. It can't plan your destination. And that's the point I'm driving home today. So it's a lot about testing. And I use a lot of testing for myself and a lot of testing for my clients and my friends and family to help them. And we're not taught this. It's not really a concept that you think, hey, you need to find out exactly where you're at right now. And then we can say, this is where you're at. This is what you need to do to get to where you want to go. That makes sense. So if I say anything that resonates or you think that's a good idea, please give me a thumbs up and give me a share. Press the share button. I dare you to press the share button. I dare you to press the invite button as well. Or maybe you're just so kind as to sharing is caring. Press the invite button. Bring a friend into the conversation. All right, so what do I use? What do I use for testing? Really simple. And, sometimes you can have these crazy expensive tests, but you don't need to on all of them. sometimes, and there are some amazing options out there where you can test a few things and get some insights. Mayros, thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. Sometimes you can do some very simple tests that give you a massive insight into where you're at, and you say, oh, I know exactly what I need to do next. It makes your next step, your priority step, easier to choose. So what do I use? Because it's different strokes for different folks, right? But what I would suggest is taking my lens questionnaire, shapetrainer.co.uk. Go on there, it's free, and you get the lens health report. What is that? Moo, good to see you. Hope you're well. Take the lens questionnaire. It's lifestyle, exercise, nutrition, supplementation, and all that does is a quick 5-minute questionnaire, and you'll get a 6-page report, personalized report about where you should focus your efforts in one of those 4 areas. Do that first. That's cheap. In fact, it's so cheap it's free, and it will take you a few minutes of your time. Then you could look at pH. So pH paper, and every cell in your body is reliant on pH balance. Now, we can't go so far out of balance that we die. Well, maybe we could if we drank battery acid, but our bodies will keep us in check. But those tiny amount of increments in acid and alkaline, which is pH balance, can make a big difference on how well your cells function. I'll do more about that another time. But anyway, pH test is simple. It's so cheap as well. A little bit of litmus. I think it's litmus. Anyway, pH paper on the tongue or in whatever you're drinking, or sometimes on what you're eating. And you can see if it's acidic or alkaline. We want to keep ourselves balanced, maybe a touch towards alkaline sometimes. It's getting cool out here. Next thing I would do is my body fat. Where's my body fat at? And I use a system called Biosignatures, 12 points, developed by Charles Poliquin, the world's most known strength coach. I've done the course 8 times, believe it or not, but you learn something new every single time, or I do. And Brett, how are you, mate? How is Westchester? I nearly begun that with a D. You'll know what I mean. So, body fat. Where's your body fat at? And where are you storing most of your fat? So if it's around the umbilicus, that indicates that your cortisol levels are too high, stress levels. And then what can we do with your stress levels? How can we dampen them throughout the day? Maybe we use there's loads of different things, right? But magnesium, and we can use that. Some people use it just for the night because it helps us sleep, but it doesn't just do that. It helps with over 350 enzymatic reactions in your body, helps muscle relax, can help with cramps, and we can dampen the stress response throughout the day. From the morning, actually take a little bit of magnesium with breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and that can help. So there's one little tip and hint. So check your body fat. And where you store your body fat, in particular on the hips, on the back, on the knee, on the calf, is an indication of what's going on with your hormones. And that was developed by Charles Poliquin. It's a fantastic system. Check it out. If you haven't heard about that before, look into that. Find your most local Biosig practitioner or Bioprint practitioner and reach out to them. It's worth the investment. So next one is Omega. What's your Omega status right now? Tell me. Anyone know? I bet most people don't, 99%. And this is simple. Takes 3 seconds to take the test, send it off, get the report. And as I've talked about a few times, to rectify this problem, we know we need to take 10 seconds of our day and spend £1. How much of an easier thing do you want to do to feel better, to look better, for your cell to perform better, you live longer, lower inflammation, less joint pain, less chance of injury? This is a no-brainer. Anyway, the next one I would do is a vitamin and mineral test. A little bit more expensive, could spend a few more quid. And also, Rose does. Hi Nola, how are you? Good to see you. And we have known each other, 27 or was it 28 years? Unbelievable. Time does fly, but no, we're not old yet. We're hanging in there. We're still in that young age, or even, no, we're not middle-aged yet. I'm not going to go there. I'm getting closer though. So vitamin and mineral levels, it's a little bit more expensive, and in London that's bloody crazy most of the time. It's going to become easier. It's going to become a pinprick blood finger test eventually, but not yet. Still being developed, those, for some reason. These companies like to still make money, fair enough. So definitely worth getting that done, because if you have a certain deficiency in a mineral or vitamin, that can cause a cascade of issues, a problem across, which can be underhidden and subtle. So you've got energy level issues, and you can't pick it up. You eat well, you sleep well, your stress levels are good, your business is doing well, and you're like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Could quite simply be a vitamin and mineral deficiency, and you're not getting enough in your diet. So if you're deficient in something, taking it, let's go for omega. So you need to eat oily fish 4 times a week is the recommended to maintain your omega levels, okay? So who eats fish oil 4 times a week, every single week? There'll be a few people, right? A few people that you know, maybe you do. But then say you don't one week, say you eat 3 times or 2 times. That means you drop a little bit, and maybe you're stressful that week, and that's why you didn't eat it, so you depleted some of your omega oils, or maybe something in the environment did that. Either way, if you are deficient, you need to consume a considerable amount more. So maybe you need to go 7 or 8 times in a week. Yes, that would be twice in one day, because there's only 7 days in a week. I had figured that out, and maybe you had. And maybe to bring that back up, otherwise you're going to stay deficient. Taking the maintenance dose isn't going to do it. So anyway, we need to know where we're at in order to know what exactly we need. The last thing that I would check, or, depending on the state of the person, is hormones. I work with a doctor in this on Harley Street, and we can get this done easily if you're in London, or reach out to your best doctor or your best healthcare practitioner that you know. But your hormone levels, and this is really important as well. And I would take that as a last step. One, because it's the most expensive one, and if we can take care of the first 5 that I mentioned, which are relatively cheap, then you may get the hormones back in track and back on the path that you want them on anyway before you do that. So that's the order that I would do them in. So lens questionnaire, check your pH, check your body fat, check your omega, vitamin and mineral levels, and hormones. That's the order I'd do them in. That's the order I do them in myself and for my clients and my friends and family and everyone I care about. Because we need to know where we're at in order to figure out how do we get to where we want to go. You need to plan how to get to where you want to go. To plan how to get to where you want to go, this is a good tongue twister, you've got to know where you're at. To plan how to get to where you want to go, you need to know where you're at. Does that make sense? You have to play it back in your mind. All right, give me a thumbs up or a share if any of that's made perfect sense. Let's get the message out. Let's just put that thought out there to a few people that, there's some really simple tests that we can take to figure out, oh, I'm really acidic right now, and maybe that's something to do with my energy levels and why I've got brain fog, can't get up in the morning, and why my stomach's killing me. Maybe it's worth eliminating that issue, isn't it? Isn't it? It's really clear because it's so simple. Take that kind of Pence test and then take on some alkaline foods. Green leafy vegetables, regular. Hi Sarah, how are you? Second time today. I know this is the second Facebook Live today, but I did a little presentation earlier on today, which was a lot of fun. And that was really important as well, to talk about inflammation and how most people don't relate it back to the actual symptoms that are going on in life. You don't walk around and think, I made this point, don't walk around and think, oh, I'm inflamed. I'm inflamed. No one thinks like that. It's like my knee's killing me and I've had this shoulder injury for 4 months. Well, that could be an indication that you've got inflammation going on. Now, inflammation is a good thing. It actually precedes healing, but it's when it gets to a certain level that it becomes destructive and it becomes a negative thing. And that's what we need to manage. How do we manage that? Well, we need to check our inflammation levels as markers, and some of them I've mentioned how you can do that today. Get those tests done, have those tests quickly. If you're not sure, then just send me a message and I'll help you clarify how to get that done. It's simple stuff and you'll feel better for it. And again, it's stacking solutions. There's not one thing you're going to do, one pill, one thing, one course. There's not one thing you're going to do that's going to take care of the lot. We need to look at a number of solutions to stack. And what are easy? Let me give you the easy, simple, efficient steps to take. I'm going to process a lot of information for you and make a lot of mistakes and share with you the best stuff. And that's what it's all about. And share your best stuff with me. So what's the insight you got today? What did you learn today? Do me one last favor. If you're watching live or as a recorded video, do this now. Type a summary of what you got from this video in the comment box. Type a quick summary of the main point you got from this video in the comment box. Please do that for me now. I'd appreciate that a lot. And then when we look back on this video, or someone else looks in and thinks, shall I watch it? We can see what it's about. Yubanis, how are you, mate? How's LA? Hope you're well. I'm getting cold out here, although it's a beautiful day. Look at that sky. That's lovely. Nice day in London town. All right, guys, have an amazing rest of the day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Take great care of yourself. And if you're interested in balancing your omega, which is going to take you 10 seconds and £1 a day, I'll show you how to get started, because we need to test, right? That's clear. And I'll show you that whole process, streamlined, simple as it gets. So let me know, just type omega OMEGA in the box below. Type Omega and I'll send you a 1-minute intro that explains it. Simple as that. I want to make this easy for you. So remember guys, happy is a skill that you can learn, and this is a better way to bring out your personal best. Let's go get some health wealth. Let's take the world with us. See you tomorrow at 6 p.m.